motherfucking conference room. We here, baby. It's your boy King Troy.
Yes, sir. We in the building.
I think everybody else forgot their name. Like, I don't know what happened real quick. Everybody else forgot their name. It's early, too.
You feel me? We gonna turn up. Finesse God FLACKO in the building, man. TFA. Let's get it.
Jose Porquet, we in the building.
Finesse God FLACKO in the motherfucking building.
Let's go. Talk to me, man.
Top 5?
Still think I'm top 5. Still think I'm top 5. Can't nobody tell me different.
Nobody? I need a detailed explanation why you think you top 5. Detail.
It's personal. Like I said, everything when it comes to this music shit is subjective, bro. Like,
okay. I
don't never get mad if anybody don't think I'm top 5. You feel me? I don't never get mad if niggas even sit here and say I can't rap. At the end of the day, I got supporters. I'm supposed to look out for them. Mm-hmm. They fuck with my music, so I'm gonna give them shit that they like. You know, at the end of the day. So, I feel like as an artist, you supposed to have that confidence. Like, yo, I'm top 5. It don't matter. Or even if it ain't top 5, like, yo, I'm one of the hottest. Even if you know you ain't one of the hottest, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to have that attitude because who the fuck gonna give you that confidence if you don't give yourself the confidence?
That's fact. Only reason we got into the top 5 conversation real quick, because I don't know if y'all been tuned in. We've been on Instagram Live, and we feel me. I was honest. FLACKO not in my top 5. I was honest. You heard?
And I respect it.
I had to be honest, bro. Cause
yo, you know what's crazy? Because when you said that, I actually want to thank you for that shit. Because I'm not one of them artists that get mad at criticism like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you said it, I realized I kept my cool. I wasn't mad about it.
It made you go harder or not?
You see, I got a Fetty feature out of it.
Fetty feature, huh?
That's all I'm saying.
How the fuck you make that happen?
You put the battery in my back.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You want me like what is it, like 500? Like 500? I want like 500. Niggas ain't think you had the Fetty Wap feature. You heard? You got that motherfucking Fetty Wap feature.
At the end of the day, like I said, I mean, this shit was supposed to happen a while ago. I mean, like, I've been around Fetty, this, that, and the third, but I feel like everything should just happen organically type shit. You feel me? Like I said, I've been around this nigga for a couple years. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm his best friend, but we've been in rooms. He know people I know. We chill, we hang. Every time I come around Fetty, it's always good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much how that shit happened is I actually did that song. I played, you know, y'all niggas heard it. I played it, and I'm bumping this shit. I'm in the studio, and I'm like, and I'm just fucking around. Like, I'm just doing melodies, like. And then I catch myself doing the Fetty melodies and shit, like, yeah, I'm in the back like, ooh, like all that shit, you feel me? And I'm like, nah, I need Fetty on this, So I finished the song, and it was just sitting there, and I put up a post, December 8th. I put up a post, and I put the audio file, and I was like, yo, if you fuck with me, tag Fetty, niggas tag Fetty, da-da-da-da-da-da. Then I posted it on my story. I know it's on DJ, shout out Wild Bubble, by the way.
Okay.
And my uncle.
That's one of Fetty's DJs too, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he the one that does all his shit on tour and all that other shit now. So shout out Wild Bubble, shout out to my uncle Keon, you feel me? He plugged me in because he know him and shit like that. So what happened was I ended up tagging him on the story too, DJ Wild Bubble and Fetty Wap. And Wild Bubble DM me like, yo, you want him on this? And I was like, yeah, I need him. Like, I could hear Fetty on this song. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna hit you when I go to the studio. So I was like, all right, bet. So, you know, I'm chilling. 2 weeks pass. And I hit him. I say, yo, we still good? He said, yeah. I got you. And then, like, the next day, he hit me like, what you doing today? At first, he hit me at like 7. He's like, we gonna be there all day. Just pull up. And I'm like, yo, I got work. Feel me? Shit like that. And he was like, all right, bet. Pull up after. So, all right, cool. I pull up at like 11. My brother's with me. I pull up at like 11. They say he was gonna
keep
be
your
there.
brother with you. I like that.
Steve's, man, that's right hand. You feel me? He the one that keeps shit in check. You feel
Every
me?
song you played, he knew too. I like that.
You feel me? That's why I need him next to me. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into that. But with the Fetty shit, it was just like I pulled up. He wasn't there for the minute, so I was like, I bet. Just hit me when he come. So I left. It was like 3:30, no cab. As soon as I put my head down on the pillow, the nigga was like, Wild Bubble called me like, yo, come through, Fetty here. I said, fuck, I bet. I was tired as shit too, I ain't gonna lie, but I was like, I bet. Yeah, word, you feel me? So alright, cool. I slide back to the studio, he in there cooking up already, so I'm just chilling. Feel me? And then but he already knew, because Wild Bubble must have told him. He was like, what's good, da-da-da. Chopped it up, and he was like, yo, send me the song. So I sent him the song. We vibing out.
We chilling. He was like, yo, this shit hard. And I was like, yo, good looks. I appreciate it. He's like, I bet. I swear to God, this nigga sat there for about 10 minutes, was drinking a little bit, bopping and shit. He said, all right, says, let's go. Probably like 25, 30 minutes, he did his verse.
And we were in.
And that was it, you feel me? And then he added, and when he added that, like at the end of the song, he was doing the melodies and shit, I said, yo, I went straight up to him. Yeah.
You must have went fucking crazy.
Bro, I was going in my mind though, cause like, bro, I'm not really like a, I don't really get starstruck, you feel me? And like I seen Fetty before, you feel me? But it was just like, it was still a surreal moment for me, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Song now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different.
That's the sound right there.
It's different. So I'm like, yo, like when I'm hearing it and I hear the song through and through, I'm sitting here and I'm like, damn, yo, this really Fetty on my song. Like, I know I used to talk about it and believe in myself and like, yo, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. But like, to actually be in it and have that shit happen, it's a different type of feeling, you feel me? But I played it cool because I'm like, you know, I'm just trying, I'm cooling. But in my head, I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, da-da-da-da-da. And like I said, like, I put up a post and I'm like, yo, this shit may not be a milestone to a lot of niggas because everybody probably look at Fetty like how they look at Jim Jones in a way, because like he from here, he outside. Oh, I see Jim Jones at the mall. I see this, I see that.
But I'm gonna give you a credit for it because if you would have said 2-3 years ago, everybody had a Fetty feature.
Yeah.
Fetty features now, especially what he got going on, is not coming around like that.
Yeah,
that was my question. So how recent was that? Was that after all the shit that he got going on, or
this was literally like right before New Year's, probably. Like probably like
recent.
Probably like not even a month yet. You feel me? So it's probably been about 3 weeks now, probably 2-3 weeks now. So yeah, so that's pretty much how that shit came about. And I asked him for a picture. I don't ask nobody for pictures. And I was like, yo, I need this picture.
You like Osiris and Drake house? I gotta get.
Yeah, yo, you feel me, bro? At the end of the day, bro, to me, Fetty's still a legend. He a Paterson legend. You feel me? Like you can't take that shit around. Like you can't take that shit away. Nobody did. You know what I'm saying? Nobody did what he did, and he from our town. You feel me? How could you hate? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I had to get this picture. Plus, my mom was on my body. She wanted a Fetty.
Okay.
Like yo.
So you made the moms proud.
Yeah, and I really took it from my mom, cause I'm like, yo, my mom gonna go crazy. I said, yo, can I get a picture? Cause I know my mom gonna go crazy. He was like, yeah, bro, ain't no problem. Like, we took the picture. I swear to God, we left the studio at like 6 in the morning, 6:30, and I had work at like 9. So I was just like, yo, bro, you gotta get it how you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck, bro? If I had to call out for that shit, I'm calling out. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. You feel me? That's what I let her do, man. Fuck your job.
I got a question for you.
What's good?
Cause I'm gonna bring it back to the top 5 real quick. Because when I didn't put you on my top 5 and I said you not nowhere near my top 5, it was because when I list my top 5, I go off creativity. I go, not saying that you don't have these things. I go off creativity. I go off visual. I go off how constant you are. Basically those things. And then I go off of in-town hits. I've never heard one of those from you, honestly. That's just me being honest. I've never heard like the in-town, because if you think about Jay Porche, drugs. You think about Thump.
Shout out Jay Porche.
Or like
shout out Thump.
You think about Money, Standby. You think about Go Mitch in the kitchen.
But you, I'm gonna stop you right there only because it's like you also have to understand, just because you ain't here, it don't mean other people did. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I only say that because the same like shit you listing right now, I could probably name a bunch of people that probably never heard them songs either. You feel me?
I don't know about that.
I can name people that.
If anybody pays attention to the Paterson upcoming music,
but that's what I'm saying.
Niggas is gonna know. But you might not know Ball Like Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
You right.
We know Ball Like Whoa. Yeah. I was around when he made that shit.
Yeah.
I was around. He made that shit. Wrist. When that shit came out, what's that shit? Ballin' for the Six or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out Wrist, huh? Demons from the Six, okay, yeah. Shout out Wrist Gang too. All that shit, I was in it. You feel me? But like, I feel like in a way, like with Paterson, certain people gravitate to other side. Like just like how down the hill you got up the hill, down the hill. It's like sides with this music shit too. You feel me? So it's like
explain that.
It's like, alright, like you could really gain fans just based off being popular. Some niggas that's popular, some niggas that trap, there's some niggas that
I seen you mention that. That's a lie.
That ain't a lie. That ain't a lie.
That's a lie.
It ain't a lie.
Name me someone, and it's not even a shout to out anybody. Name me somebody that of popularity that was hot off music. Name somebody.
All right, let me rephrase.
I can name you one nigga, and I'm gonna give you 4K Tay.
Okay.
I always say that. If 4K Tay was, if he didn't have the image of he's from Atlanta, he know all of these stars, you could bring him here, I don't think he would have went as done. But name me somebody.
Off of popularity?
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't speaking in specific terms.
Okay.
All right, let me say it like this, right? You could. It ain't necessary that you gonna make it off music, but you got a head start when you're already popular. Because if you make good music and you're already popular, you already got a fan base.
Yeah, but when you perform that in front of people, if the crowd don't like the music, the crowd don't know who you is. So if the crowd don't like the music, they don't like the music.
Yeah, but you talking in a worldwide stance. We talking about the city right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm talking about the city. You know what I'm saying? Like in the city, like most people try to capture their own hood before they go expand. You know what I mean? That's only because the more people they see rocking with it in your own city, they gonna rock with it outside. Everything's perception. Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. That's definitely.
Like literally everything. Like for instance, if I tell you this song is tough right now, you gonna go into it with the mindset that this song is tough. If I tell you this song is now, I ain't saying you personally, but I'm just saying for the common people. You tell somebody like, yo, bro, this shit hard, you should hear it. You feel me? And you hear it, you already inclined to think this shit hard. So you just gonna be like, alright. And if it's already like kind of good, you gonna be like, yeah, this shit tough.
You're gonna go in with a good contract.
You know what I'm saying? If I tell you, yo, this shit ass, listen to this. You gonna be like, you gonna go into it thinking this shit ass. Now everything about it, you gonna pick the song apart. Everything about it, you gonna try to find what's wrong with it. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Like everything is perception, and with the popularity shit, it's more so like, bro, niggas will tell you. Rappers would, like regular people would tell you like, yo, this shit, anything they doing, whoever's popular is always gonna have a head start just because of who knows them or who fuck with them, just off of whatever they doing. Whether you trap, whether you used to throw wild parties in high school and shit like that, like it don't matter. So when you have that, it's easier for niggas to jump in and support you. But when you don't have that type of popularity or that type of people that fuck with you, you gotta work 10 times harder because nobody know you. And they know you from the city. And they know if they know you from the same town, they gonna look at you as a regular person. You feel me? It don't matter. They did the same shit to Fetty.
But I think you being popular probably gives you more traction to take off, but I don't think it gives you a bigger fan base.
That's what I'm saying, because if the
But you gotta think about this.
On your song because you got a lot of people like listening to it because you're telling them, yo, to go listen. But how about the next song that you go tell them and they don't want to go listen? It's not because they liked it, it's because you told them go listen. Now it's different if you have a genuine crowd that you drop whatever, and it's gonna.
You talking about the cult fan base?
You're right about that, and I noticed.
Yo,
you have that.
What?
You have that, the genuine fan base.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was on Instagram one day and I was just scrolling. It was like 3 posts from like 3 different people. Like, yo, that song. What's the song you just dropped? Maybe like a couple weeks ago.
Say so.
Okay. Like I seen one girl. She like, damn, I almost crashed listening to the song. Like, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, shout out to her, man.
Word. I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh, like.
But again, like I said, for instance, those are people that know me. You feel me? These are like the girl that said that. She already know me.
Okay.
Like she knew I've been doing.
You
music.
admitted that. I
you
like
feel
that.
me? I'm not about to say it cap. I'm not gonna cap at all. She already knew me, so she's more inclined to like my shit than anybody else. And I'm not saying that she has to, but it's just more so whether I drop some shit that's really good or somewhat good or whatever. She's still gonna follow that path because she know I can make good music. She might not just like this. She just probably just don't like this song. But she know I make good music, so the next song she gonna listen to. If this person ain't know me and heard one good song, then the next song is trash. They gonna be like, damn, he made one good song. Fuck around and don't even look at the rest of the shit that I got coming out. Just because you already heard that first song, that second song that was trash. You feel me? So they less inclined to be invested because they don't know you. But when you got people that know you, they're gonna stay invested just because they fuck with you as a person. That's why I tell people like, yo, just be good to people, because at the end of the day.
Facts.
Like, it don't matter. Like, I had this shit on.
You do good and good gonna come back to you.
I'm not gonna lie though, also, when people, there's people, it's two sides of that. Because there's the people who
It
know
is.
you.
It is.
There's people who know you that are like, oh, that's just him. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? That's just him.
But you-
like, it's
you-
whatever.
you can
And
fact.
it's a person who don't know you at all. Like, yo, you the hardest motherfucker I ever heard.
And it's crazy that you say that
You
because
feel what I'm saying? Like, that's, I see two sides to that shit. Because I, you know, like,
it's all situational. Like I said, like
if a person really fuck with you, like you said, a nigga who really fuck with you gonna fuck with your shit regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But like, let's say you just know people, and the nigga's like you don't really fuck with, like, you know, just know that person.
Yeah.
You know, oh, that's just him though. That's just him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he doing this. And that could be a stranger from like Kentucky
Real talk.
hitting you up like, yo, like,
Yo, I don't mean
got
to
it.
cut you off, but this is episode 9 of the motherfucking conference room. Finesse got Flock on the motherfucking building. Clap it up real quick. Clap it up real quick. Finesse got Flock on the motherfucking building. But somebody
Yo,
just
stop.
farted in this bitch, and I don't know who it was.
Definitely
You heard?
wasn't me.
You heard? Somebody just let one go. You hear me? And I smelled it. But go ahead.
Who
You
smelled
what you were saying.
Felt
You
it.
got- Real quick.
But yeah, nah. Like you were saying, bro. Like it is two sides to that. Because you got people that either like really know you and support you, and people that really know you and don't support you. You feel me? But I'm just saying it gives you a head start for the ones only because you got them. But just like you said, it's like I got strangers that do more shit for me than niggas I known forever. You feel me? Like I performed, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
I performed in Texas before COVID. I performed in Texas. And I swear to God, everybody that, like, the people that I met out there and got Instagrams or whatever the case may be, or whoever saw me, they still to this day hit me up, my music, repost it every time I drop. And the biggest thing I try to do is engage. Like, niggas, the problem is niggas be too Hollywood. You feel me? I'm not a Hollywood nigga. You come up to me on the street, wherever the case, I'll be like, it was good, I appreciate it. I'm always show love. Anybody that reposts my music, even if it ain't like a big ass conversation, I just try to make it a point to comment or something like, yo, 100 emoji, I appreciate it, like because when they see you interacting with them, it ain't just on some, oh, I'm reposting this shit, like my shit, or you get what I'm saying? So like people look at shit like that. So as long as you can stay engaged, when you get a little more personal with the people that rock with you, they gonna want to keep rocking with you. That's why a lot of these artists
I
go
feel
up.
you on
they
the
go
part
up.
that the people you don't know rock with you more, because seriously, I've been dealing with the music, taking it serious 2014, 2015. And I laid off, I stopped rapping, did the little management thing, whatever, you feel me? And now I'm doing this, and it be like certain things that I be needing and I can't get it.
And
But
you can't get it.
I came to this room, this shout out to AWOL Studios, shout out to Real Sound Studios. I came to this room one day for Money Margiela, a video shoot, and like the first day it was like, yo, you trying to do a podcast? Do it here. Like, you need help with this? Do this. Like,
You know what I'm
you need
saying?
this? I don't even know these niggas from a can of paint.
And at the end, like when you say that shit, like yo, you just sit there and you appreciate it because there's not a lot of niggas that's just gonna go out their way and help you out. You feel me? Like it's like
I really sit and live in this shit as far as like before music. You ever heard of me? Like you ever heard my name? Nah, right?
No.
Before music, you never knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? And I built that shit all the way from the ground up, just based off people that fuck with me and I fuck with them. It wasn't even about music. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we both have a common goal, but we ain't gonna base our whole relationship based off of business. It's just more so like, yo, I fuck with you as a person. Now I can really rock with you. It's a lot of shit I done for free. All the shit that you seen and see me coming up and this, that, and the third, all this shit was for free. Some of it I gotta pay for, but you get what I'm saying?
Now,
But
I
it's
got a
just more
question,
so.
right? So, do you think you get more love out of town or
Yes.
in town?
I get more love out of
Because I
town.
always ask this, and then, well, there was one guy from Atlanta, and he said like in Atlanta they show more love, and I feel like I always ask this question. I always try to make this point. Like we try to make this shit like that, where like someone hears like a song, everybody hear that song. It don't have to be good, but everybody heard it though.
You feel me?
Just based off the
yeah, just his music.
Shout out to him, man.
Oh shit, bro. Good looks.
See, I'm smacked. You know what I'm saying?
Episode 9.
Episode
9.
Episode 9.
Yo,
But like you said, bro, I definitely get more love out of town. Like I said, like when I check my analytics on Instagram and shit, most of the people don't even be from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even be from here. It be from New York. It
Yo.
be from Texas and LA. Like, I don't get it.
Dealing with the music, I can say that. But shout out to New Jersey, shout out to Paterson with this conference room shit.
Nah, I'm not gonna
Paterson,
lie.
Not with the conference room fucking love.
Conference room shit. Fuck, not only Paterson, just like Jersey in general. Like, like, Jersey in general been showing love to.
And I'm surprised, bro, because it's not using. I don't know if because it's a different thing, but.
Or maybe because we showing love.
No, it's just because we showing love to everybody. It doesn't matter who.
But y'all, the thing is, y'all do shit people actually want to see, and y'all show love on top of that. It ain't like y'all just another media outlet, and y'all just don't show nobody love. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas, at the end of the day, people are attracted to drama. It don't even matter what it is.
Talk about it.
You feel me? So the more. That's why. Remember when I told you? That's why when we was on a live and shit. And you said what you said, I wasn't mad at it. I kept cool. I could have turned up, but it was
people
like,
understood that or no?
Huh?
The people around you understood that.
My mom was like, "Why you letting this nigga talk to you like
for
that?"
real?
No, I'm swear to God,
bro. Mom Dukes, it was for the best. You heard?
Yeah, but yo,
he up here working.
But look, I don't like when my mom be telling her like, "Yo, you just gotta chill. Like, you just gotta understand how the game is." She don't know how the game is, so she think like certain shit.
You her son, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Word. You feel me? She protecting this shit. She protecting me and shit. So, I get it. But it's just like that's why I say, yo, I get it. And that's why I say, yo, thank you, because that shit put the battery in my back. It's like, all right, I ain't gonna take it as, man, fuck you, just because I ain't in your top 5, you ain't listening to I'm gonna take it as I bet. I'm gonna make some shit that make me want to put you in your top 5. And I do that shit with everybody. I always want to hear more bad than good. Because if I hear the good, it make me feel good, but it don't make me be better.
And
if I hear the bad, it make me be better.
The batteries did come out though, because I remember when we first started the conference room, and this is before we started dropping serious.
Yeah.
We always seen him in the showcases everywhere. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He was working. He was working.
I was really in the
Came
field,
to a couple of the TCO video shoots.
Bro, I was outside. Remember, you was out there too. I remember you had the Honda everything with the Chuchetta on the top. Nigga, you feel me? Like, but the thing is like, and that's what I try to tell people. And that's the only thing I really hate about like the music scene in Paterson, because I feel like we really the hottest. Like, I feel like this town got the most talent in Jersey. Like, this shit could be the next motherfucking Detroit or some shit, or the next. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, North got talent for sure. You feel me? But I just feel like seeing it here, I see all the talent that's here.
I ain't gonna lie, I think we got talent, but not only like musical, like production,
everything, just creative.
Production, like even painting, like all that, everything's over here. Like, it's crazy.
And it's all tied in, and it's like, yo, when you fuck with it, like, bro, take this nigga Remy. You feel me? The first show I did was at this nigga shit.
Those Remy,
him and Kiko, you feel me?
Which one? Because Remy's still talking about that motherfucker. Pardon me. The showcase. He said he packed this. You gotta confirm it out here. He said he packed that motherfucker out.
Yeah, it was at the firehouse.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was at the fire. It was at the fire.
For sure?
The hall. Yeah, him and Kiko threw that shit. Okay. And it was me up there, it was Porsche up there, Riss up there. This was the same time when they dropped Adidas in the 6, all that shit.
Cops came and everything.
Cops came and everything. I remember. That was the first show. He was the first one to put me in the show in Paterson. You feel me? So shout out to him for that and shit. But it's just like how that shit even linked back. Like, that was years ago. And we here now. This nigga got his own studio. I'm rapping. You got your own thing going on. Like, I remember all this shit. But if we tied it all in together and fuck with each other, then we could really do shit. Like, it just be crazy. Because I really be wanting to work with niggas. You know what I'm saying? But
yo, real quick for me. Not even real quick. I need to understand you a little bit. I need to know a little more about your upbringing and how you grew up and what even got you to this point. Like, I feel like we skipped all the way over that. Like, because we got some things to talk about. This is okay.
I feel you.
We here, episode 9. You heard?
Well, basically, what really got me into this shit was just I always been around it. My father was a DJ. You feel me? So originally I didn't even want to be a rapper. I just wanted to be a DJ. Because I seen him do it and it was cool. Like, I always was in music. But I ain't really listen to rap music. Like
Jersey Club.
But I ain't really, but my father's Jamaican, you feel me? I'm Jamaican. So he used to do reggae parties. So I used to listen to a lot of reggae, a lot of old school reggae and stuff like that. I wasn't really into rap music up until I was about maybe 9, 10. Like that was when I first started hearing music and shit. So like my top 5 different from niggas' top 5s. I don't have Jay-Z in my top 5. No disrespect. It's just I ain't never listened to his music growing up. You feel me? So I ain't never listened to his music. I'm being honest. You feel me? I'm gonna keep.
How the fuck you don't got Jay-Z in your top 5 of rap?
You gotta explain.
Explain that
I
shit.
just told you.
So who in your top? Wait. What happened? What happened? You go ahead, big bro.
Alright, so look, like I get into this shit with, like even with my girl all the time. So I be telling her like, you put on like some old school like R&B type shit. A lot of that shit I don't know. Because but
man,
look,
I got the wrong niggas.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you. But nah, niggas,
I love the 90s.
But I ain't saying
saying no,
but nobody disrespecting.
No, I'm saying I know.
Biggie the best rapper.
I'm saying I know. We like niggas know the hits and shit. And we do our research. We know the history.
Okay.
But we talking about off influence of us. Like
okay,
you gotta understand.
We start getting into it with Wayne.
If you grow up,
Wayne number 5 on my list.
You got what I'm saying? Like
that's number 1 on mine. You feel me?
So one on my list is Biggie.
Cause
by the way, you don't even got. You don't got Wayne on your list either?
No,
you say he's number 1.
That's
bro. Okay. I'm about to say.
So number one
on?
for me, Biggie. Like
let me explain.
Because that's the first.
Even
No. I need to hear this real quick because this is the first time I ever walked on stage, ever. You hear me? You gotta understand.
Y'all grew up here. You feel me? Y'all grew up here. Y'all,
okay, but that's why I asked you about the upbringing.
Nah, but I'm from here.
Okay.
But my upbringing wasn't in a Black American household. It was a Jamaican household. You feel me? Like if you grow up listening to straight Spanish music, you know what I'm saying? You get into rap late, you like, I don't know none of this shit. You feel me? So it don't hit the same as what it do with everybody else. Like I listen to Jay-Z now and I look back and bump all his shit, but it just don't hit me the same way.
Okay, so
just because I didn't grow up on it. It don't have no.
He was talking about. He was talking about his time. He was talking about.
You know what I'm saying? But like even when you was younger, if you hear it, you remember where you was at when you hear shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't recall those memories because I ain't listened to that. The first person I started listening to was 50 Cent and Lil Wayne. 50 Cent in my top 5 too. You feel me?
A lot of people
50 Cent on my top 5.
So you start really getting into rap music. I'm gonna say. Like really getting into rap music, if you say 50 Cent, 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
And I was
make a little more sense. But because I ain't gonna state my real name up here, but I'm Jamaican too. My father's Jamaican. He also a DJ. So I already know what you're talking about. They got in the garage. You got 1,000 speakers around the house.
Different turntables and shit.
I already know. We back there playing with the records, listening to some shit like some old school shit.
Wait, both your parents Jamaican?
No, my father.
That's what
my mother and my father.
That's what make it different. Both my parents.
Yeah, my mother, my father, and my stepfather.
Okay.
So all day we hearing patois, all day.
Okay.
Like you feel me?
That's what we hear.
It was different for me. I be on the weekends.
Now if you play me some old school ass reggae,
Vibes Cartel,
I'm in the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm outside in the spot. Niggas like, what is this? I'm like, yo, you don't know this shit? Like this shit crazy. If you play me some old school ass like rap, sometimes I may not know it. Now I hear most of the classic shit. Okay. But I can't tell you word for word what's this and da 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 da. Like I'm not about to sit here.
It makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to cap. So that's how I started getting into music, and I was writing at like 9. I started writing. Nothing crazy. You know, you just writing, trying to rhyme shit. And then as I grew older, I just developed. Like since listening to Wayne, like I remember just listening to Wayne and No Ceilings and all them old tapes and like Dedication and going to school and like going to niggas and be like, yo, this nigga said da 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 da. You like, damn, that's crazy. Like, and that shit just made me fall in love with the rap shit. So I started just writing, and I never recorded nothing. I always used to just rap it to myself, and just never recorded nothing up until. And I remember, Fetty just had Pop. Now we going up into the years. Fetty just had Pop, and I was in high school at the time, and I was in college actually. I was probably about 19.
College? Yeah,
because I graduated 2013. So I graduated high school 2013 and went to college. So yeah, so when he had Pop, I remember like I was writing this shit, but my boy, shout out Jinx, my boy Jinx, he also make music and shit too. He was making music, and I used to just go to his crib and
watch him do this because he had his own little setup in like this little basement and shit. And I used to just go over there and chill. You feel me? And one day I went over there, was chilling. He was like, "Yo, like you rap, nigga, so you know, like you feel me? Go in the booth." And I'm like, "Nah, like I just tell him like, nah, I'm cool." But I remember because when Fetty had Pop, everybody was trying to rap. So I was just like, yo, I'm not about to just start doing this shit now because it's gonna make it seem like I'm really just another rapper. You feel me? So he was like, yo, bro, just try it. Yeah. And I didn't really have confidence. I had no confidence. You feel me? So the first track we did was like a pretty FLACKO freestyle. I don't know if you remember that shit from A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, A$AP Rocky. And what you did it to that beat?
Yeah, man. What you say? Who that jiggy nigga with the gold links? Like, got me reminiscing about my old days. He said like that shit. We did that beat. And we put it out. We mixed it and everything. That shit was horrible.
You did it yourself?
Yeah, we did it right there. We ain't know how to mix. We was just fucking around. And put it out, but it was like niggas was fucking with it. I was like, I bet, like, shit, like. So then I did a freestyle, the back-to-back freestyle. And then I realized I was kind of more rapping on that shit. And then I realized like old heads really started fucking with it. Like, cause my uncle, that's who I really was fucking with at the time. He knew I could rap, so I used to go over there and fuck with him now. At this point in time, so I'm rapping. And they was fucking with it, and he was telling people about it and shit like that. And I was like, oh, this shit, I bet. And then from that point in time, I just started rapping. Like, I was just like, I bet I'm gonna just make this shit. And then I used to do it on a low because my mom was really like, my parents was really into school, like get your education, you know what I'm saying, like stay the path and shit like that.
How you get them to basically accept it?
So what happened was I used to really just go over to Jake's house, record on the low, put songs out, but I never told them what I was doing and shit like that. You feel me? And then one day, my uncle actually was able to get my shit played in a strip club. At this time, like I said, I'm old enough and shit. And when you got it played in a strip club, that's when I showed my father the video, like my stepfather the video, and we rapping with me in the strip club with my song playing. And
what he said?
He was like, nah, this shit sound crazy, like as far as like good, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, this you? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I didn't know you could do this shit, like just pretty much like surprised. And from there, I wasn't expecting him to say that because of how they was raising us to like just, I never was the school nigga, you feel me? Like I always was like the average nigga. This nigga used to get all the good grades and shit. I used to have ISS, I used to be having Saturday detention, all that shit.
Always in trouble.
Just always in trouble, you feel me? So like, I was just like, damn, I didn't want to tell him. And then when I told him that, it was like, nah, this shit sound good. And then from there, it was just the green light. At this point, I was in college. But what happened was I was working at Best Buy and shit. And I ain't had the money to pay for the next semester. I owed bread because I wasn't getting financial aid. You know how that shit go. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna just take this semester off, go next semester. But from there, I never went back. You feel me? Like once he told me to,
I told myself the same thing.
It was like, nah, I'm cool. And I never was the school nigga, so it was just like, damn, I want to go back too. I feel like that's an accomplishment I need.
I'm going back.
Yeah, I don't care what point in life I gotta go back to school and do what I need.
They can have any president they want in the world. They ask what's gonna change situations for African Americans in this country. Education.
That's it.
It's just that simple.
Yeah,
education. I'm going back to school. I don't know when, but I'm going back to school.
But I feel like education is a broad term. You just need to be educated on what you want to do.
Yeah,
Bro, that's not true. But that's not true. You gotta understand. I feel like you gotta understand.
If you want to be a carpenter, why you gotta know about the music game?
That's cool.
You understand me? Like you gotta be educated on what you need to do. Like,
but when I say
if you want to be in the music game, you got. Let's say like we people of color. If you want to be in the music game, you got to educate yourself about what happens to people of color when you go into the music.
But when I say education, I say at least 2 years of college.
You don't need to know biology.
bro, it's certain shit out here that
I understand what you're saying, but I also understand what he's saying.
When you go,
because
when you
it's
go to
like,
college,
you
when you go
still
to college, you going for what you want to do,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
So it's gonna be classes about everything about what you want to do. It's not gonna be.
Yeah, but you also needs to have a basis of general knowledge.
and you deal everyday life is built around
But
what's
that's-
being
that's-
taught.
That's like high school then.
That's
the
like
first, the
no,
first
it's
semester.
not.
The first
Because in high
semester,
school, you're not taught to save. You're not taught to.
bro.
why
The
you
first
opening
semester,
up.
bro. The first semester of college is like high school then. That's where you learn all those general knowledge shit, right?
I mean, that's
I understand what you're saying, but
And then you start getting into the shit that you want to do for business. I bet video broadcasting,
education, bro.
art, whatever.
Understand why people do why they do it.
at the end of the
I
day,
don't
it's
feel like
just
you
good
need
to
to be-
know. Just good to know. More
Like the
than
education
one thing,
system
you know
is
what I'm
fucked up in that way, though.
What you mean?
Bro, they can
Where,
tell us whatever they want.
where when you young,
That's true.
when you young, they
Like,
teach it.
hold on, wait. I don't mean to cut you off. We had 9 planets. We got technically 8 now, right? Pluto is not a planet.
It's 7, I think.
7 now?
We had 9.
Bro,
wait.
Fuck all that.
I'm
Christopher
confused.
Columbus, that's the prime example.
He
Nah, we never
landed
took
in
that.
DR.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You trying to get us shadow banned?
I'm from DR. We see the statue where he landed.
Like, I'm just saying. You feel
For
me?
real, they got a
Yeah.
statue of DR?
They got the
I didn't
statue
even
of
know
Christopher
that.
Columbus.
I didn't even know
They got
that.
the head of it. They got his head.
Hell
the statue.
no.
See, feel me? And it's certain shit. That's people need to know what's up.
I ain't
But
know that.
then again, it goes back to they not
In
teaching
America.
that. They not teaching that in the school. But education gonna change the world, bro. But yo, bro, I'm and this is the first time I've done this before. It's some new shit. I'm gonna name something to you, and I want you to name the first thing that come to mind. Or I'm gonna give you 2 names, and I want you to pick one. If you don't pick one, I want you to pour a shot and drink it.
Oh, you want some drink chances?
Oh damn! Nah, this is the conference room episode. Conference room episode 9.
Nah, for sure.
Fetty Wap.
Legend.
Money Margiela or Swizzy?
So welcome to the conference room.